Hey, it's Claire here from the Pistachio Club. Hope you're well. So in this tutorial for this Tuesday, I wanted to talk to you about logos. Quite often people are asking about how to make their logo look better and how to position it where it is within the main header section in your website. So if we come over to my demo site, we can see here we've got this general logo, which is just an indication of a place of where you could put it and people can change it. So we're just going to look at how we can make sure that that looks great on your site, and also just a few of the settings that you might not know about. So if we come over to the back end of your website, and if you come into Divi, and then we come into Theme Customizer, then we are going to need, once it comes up, we're going to need the header navigation. So when you change settings in this theme customizer, you can see them change in this area here, so you can see the difference that happens. So at the moment, as you scroll down, you can see that this shifts down a little bit there, and to be a little bit smaller as people go through the site. So first of all, when we have these different settings, so we've got the primary menu bar, so this is this bar here. For example, if I had in maybe my telephone number, sometimes people put in their social media accounts into the secondary bar, that would be just above this bar here. So I don't have that done there, but also you can see the fixed navigation settings. So that's when it scoots down to this bit here. If you scoot down the page, you can see this is what is driving that. So first of all, let's get into the primary menu bar. So you've got a couple of settings here to look at. So one is the menu height. So as I increase this, you can start to see how this grows in size as well. Now that's a little large, so we can scoot that back down again. And here we can also adjust the size of the logo if you wanted to. So you can have it bigger or a little bit smaller if you wanted to. Let's put these both at 70 actually. Just for the moment. And also you can change around all the settings as well with all these different colours, etc. there, but we're not worried about that today. We're just looking at the logo. So then what we can do is come over to our fixed navigation, and you can see where before I had this at 70, as I start to scroll down, you can see the difference in the height there. So that's changed to 40. So what you can do is change that to 70 as well. So now when I scroll down, there is no change. So it's up to you if you want that bar to be a little bit different or not. It's completely fine. But that's why sometimes you get a change in the height of your logo. The other thing to say with logo, it just depends on the size that you want as well. So I don't think there's necessarily hard and fast rules over the size of them. I tend on the whole to do mine on the slightly bigger side. So I think this one's about, actually we can go and find out, I think it's around about 600. It's okay. So we come into our media library. Click on this one here. So we can see this is a 650 by 200. And obviously you've got the transparency on the background as well, because it's uploaded as a PNG file. So that means you can have that transparency. So if, for example, I had the back of this, the background of this menu bar, I don't know, is purple or whatever, then that would come through behind the logo rather than just having it white. So what you often see is people having this logo way too big or way too small. So sometimes you will see people who will have the dimensions at, I don't know, 3,000 and something, which is way too big for a logo. I'd probably say this is a little bit too big, but hey ho. Or you might have somebody who's got a logo which is 50 by 50. Again, that's a little bit too small. The key thing to think about when you are creating logo dimensions is that people are going to see your logo on different size screens. So I think this is maybe a 1921-inch laptop, but some people might be seeing it on a massive laptop screen, computer screen, and some people are going to be seeing your logo whilst they're on the mobile. So your logo has to look good no matter how big the screen is. So if it's massive, then obviously you need a logo that is, in pixel terms, is going to be able to cope with being seen on the big screen. The same way if it's on a mobile, the fact that you can see it okay on a big screen means it's going to be perfectly fine for a mobile device. So those are just some key things to think about when you've got your logo. The other thing just to touch base on, if we come out of here, let's go back into your Divi theme customizer. And this is just, as I said, a demo site. I don't think I've set this up properly here, but in our site identity here, when you're on Facebook or YouTube, you've got, you're watching this on YouTube, so you have the little red square and the little white play button in the tab right next to what you're watching, up on the top of above your browser there. So that's called a favicon. And so you can add your own favicon as well. So it's going to appear up on the tab when you're, when people are browsing your site. So it allows us to look a little bit more professional rather than just having the standard WordPress one, which is a picture of the world, or a little globe that comes up there. So that's one way that you can start to add a little bit of personality to your site. And obviously I should change this, but this is just a demo site, so in my normal sites it's not called these sort of things, but you can change the title of your site and also a tagline as well, which is always good to do. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. So if you're having any other issues with your logo, do let me know, and hopefully I can help you out. But yeah, wherever you're watching this in the world, have an amazing day, and I will speak to you next week. Take care.